Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're doing something a bit different. We're taking a really close look at just one source, the Wikipedia page for Jackie Tohn, actress, musician. And our mission really is to kind of map out this incredibly versatile career she's built. It's almost like she refuses to just pick one lane, you know?
Totally. And she's been at it for a long time. We're talking nearly 3 decades now.
Right. And most people listening probably know her face, maybe from GLOW on Netflix. She was Melanie, MelRose, Rosen.
Yeah, fantastic in that. Such great energy.
Or maybe more recently, Courtney Fortney and the Boys and the spin-off Gen V. Very different vibe there.
Completely different. Darker, more cynical.
Exactly. But if those are the main things that come to mind when you think of Jackie Tohn, well, you're missing a huge chunk of the story, like maybe 80% of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
What's really striking when you dig in is how she just keeps working and working at a really high level by constantly adapting. It's almost jarring sometimes how she switches gears.
Okay, so give us the basics. Jaclyn Tohn.
Right. Born August 1980, so she's 45 now in 2025.
Yeah.
Been working professionally since 94. And yeah, people know her for acting, but her roots are really musical too. Vocals, guitar.
What kind of music?
A mix, really. Pop, some R&B, even blues rock. She's not just an actress who sings a bit. She's got real musical chops. She's kind of the ultimate entertainment utility player.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning then. Where did all this professional drive come from? She's from Oceanside, Long Island, New York, Jewish family background.
And this detail seems kind of important, maybe connects later. Her parents, Alan and Bella Tohn, they were both physical education teachers.
Oh, interesting. So maybe a foundation in discipline, physical readiness. That definitely tracks with something like GLOW.
Yeah, I think so. And she started young, really young, professional child actor.
Like, how young?
Well, her very first screen appearance was technically just as an extra, age 10, on that PBS Kids show, Ghostwriter.
Okay, background stuff. But credited roles?
Didn't take long. Her first credited role was on The Nanny. Remember that show?
Oh, yeah, Fran Drescher.
Right. And Tohn played 2 different characters across 2 episodes, Tiffany Koenig and Francine, which, for a kid, stepping into 2 distinct parts like that, it kind of hints at that acting skill early on.
That's pretty cool, but then she almost took a totally different path, right? College?
Yeah, fascinating little detour. She went to the University of Delaware, majoring in elementary education.
Wow. Teacher Jackie Tohn. Almost happened.
Almost. And she was even in a cappella group there, the Deltones, back in '98. So the performance bug was definitely still there, even while studying education.
But Hollywood eventually won out.
It did. And here's a detail from the source that just sounds like Hollywood. You know, in '99, she's 18, moves to L.A.
Okay. Standard move for an aspiring actor.
But wait, she ends up living with Jessica Biel and her family in Calabasas?
Get out of here. How?
Apparently they met at the TV Guide Awards. Just kind of random. But it shows she was ready to grab an opportunity. You know, that kind of connection can make all the difference.
No kidding. So she lands in L.A., lives with the Beals. What next? Straight into acting.
Pretty much straight into theater, actually, which makes sense, building those foundational skills. Starred in a Tennessee Williams one-act play, This Property's Condemned, in '99.
Okay, serious drama chops.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That theater work became her real training ground. She did Tony and Tina's Wedding, that long-running interactive show.
Oh, yeah, I know that one. Total chaos, right?
And she originated a role, Joannie, in Body Snatchers, the musical out in L.A. Then she actually moved back east to New York.
Back to New York? Why?
For another stage show, Jutopia, in 2004. It had moved from West Hollywood to off-Broadway. Think about that schedule, bouncing between coasts, doing these long-running, demanding shows. That builds resilience.
Absolutely. That explains a lot about how she could handle something like GLOW later. But, okay, stage work is intense. Where did the music fit in during all this? You said she had musical roots.
She was doing both. It's kind of nuts. While she's doing Jutopia New York, she starts performing solo acoustic guitar shows. That was April 2004.
Seriously. Juggling off-Broadway and a solo music career.
Right. It points to just incredible energy, maybe good compartmentalization. She put out an EP, The Golden Girl, in 2005. Then 2 actual studio albums, self-released, Beguiling in 2009 and Tu Yo in 2010.
Okay, 2009 is a key year, isn't it? Because that's when she did something that put her music and her face in front of millions.
The big competition crossroads moment, American Idol.
Isn't 2009, for someone who's already a working actor, already releasing albums, putting yourself out there on Idol, that's a huge gamble.
Massive risk. Think about the potential judgment, but the exposure. You can't deny that. And she did pretty well. Made it to the top 36.
That's the semifinals, right? Live shows.
Exactly. She got through Hollywood Week, performed live, sang Elvis A Little Less Conversation for the Billboard Hot 100 theme night. Got eliminated after that round.
Still, top 36 is impressive, but it seems like that competition format, she wasn't done with it.
Nope. Just shifted the focus a bit.
Yeah.
2 years later, 2011, she pops up on Bravo's Platinum hit.
Oh, the songwriting competition with Jewel and Caro Dioguardi.
That's the one. She was one of the 12 songwriters competing, came in 7th place.
Okay, so first performing on Idol, then writing on Platinum Hit. It's like she wanted to conquer every single angle of the music biz.
Seems like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Proving she could not just perform a song, but actually craft one under that kind of pressure.
Yeah.
Relentless.
And while all this is happening, the albums, the reality TV, she's still grinding away with acting guest spots, right?
Oh, yeah. Constantly. Building that resume brick by brick. We're talking really high-profile shows, too, even if just for an episode or two. The Sopranos.
Wow, Sopranos.
Also cult hits like Angel, Veronica Mars. And she played Azriel on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Right, I remember that character.
So she was that reliable actor you see everywhere, doing solid work, long before maybe the bigger streaming roles made her a more recognizable name.
That mixed drama, comedy, music, stage, it feels like the perfect storm to prepare her for what came next. Which brings us to, well, GLOW.
The game changer, really. Cast in 2016 as MelRose. Show runs 2017 to 2019, 28 episodes. That role needed everything she had. The physicality, the comedy, the ensemble work.
You can totally see how that early stage work, maybe even the PE teacher parents' background, fed into that role.
Absolutely. GLOW was physically demanding. Wrestling choreography on top of character work.
Yeah.
It was kind of the perfect showcase for her specific skill set.
But here's where her range gets really interesting to me. While she's doing this super stylized, high-energy GLOW character, she takes on this incredibly sensitive biographical role.
And Gilda Radner.
Yeah, in the 2018 movie A Futile and Stupid Gesture about National Lampoon.
Think about that whiplash, though. Going from MelRose, the sort of larger-than-life 80s wrestling persona, to embodying Gilda Radner, who is so beloved, so specific, such a comedic icon, in basically the same time frame.
That takes serious range. It shows she can do the broad physical stuff and the really nuanced, almost sacred territory of portraying a real legend.
Exactly. Proves she's not just one type of performer. She can do both broad and detailed impression and invention.
And then, if you need another box checked for a modern working actor, she gets into a major franchise.
Right, The Boys Universe. She pops up as Courtney Fortney in 2019.
And then brings the character back for the spinoff, Gen V, just last year, 2023.
And it's worth remembering, even with these big TV roles, she's kept a steady presence in films too, often in smaller parts but consistent work. Things like Dog, way back in 2002, or Postal in 2007, even Old Dads recently in 2023.
She just keeps finding ways to work across every medium available. It's not just versatility in genre, it's versatility in format.
And she hasn't stopped exploring new formats either, especially leveraging that musical side again, but maybe for a different audience.
Yeah, the more recent stuff shows another pivot towards hosting, voice acting, even some really niche roles.
Right. So people who know her from the very adult world of The Boys might be surprised she co-created and starred in an animated kids series for Amazon.
Do and Ree and Me from 2021, she voiced the character Ree. It's all about music for families.
Total 180 from Paw Tower, right? And she was a judge on that Netflix cooking show, Best Leftovers Ever, in 2020.
Oh, yeah. And hosted something for Howard Stern, too.
Hosted the Howard Stern Show, Sternthology's Whack History Month in 2019. And talk about niche, she played Joan Rivers in an epic Rap Battles of History episode.
Joan Rivers versus George Carlin and Richard Pryor. That's specific.
It just shows an actor who gets building a modern career means showing up in all sorts of places. You build your brand across different platforms, serious drama, family content, comedy, even intellectual platforms.
Which brings us to maybe the most surprising appearance of all. Celebrity Jeopardy!
Yes. January 2025. Season 3.
And this wasn't just a quick appearance for charity, right? She was actually good.
She was really good. Made it to the semifinals. The source material even points out how strategic she was in the quarterfinal. She was in 3rd place going into Final Jeopardy. Got it right, wagered smartly, and won the game.
Who did she beat in that game?
Get this. She defeated astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No way. An actor beat Neil deGrasse Tyson at Jeopardy.
Yep. She lost in the semis to W. Kamau Bell, who went on to win the whole thing, but still, beating Dr. Tyson. While playing for her charity, PATH, which does global health work. That's a statement.
That's almost the perfect encapsulation of her career, isn't it? The performer showing up and proving she's this whole other skill set you didn't expect, competing with the experts.
Totally. And she's not slowing down now either. She's got a main role in season 2 of Nobody Wants This. Just did a guest spot on NCIS this year. The work just continues.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. If you're listening, what's the big takeaway from this deep dive into Jackie Tohn's career?
I think the key thing is professional sustainability through versatility. The common thread, the through line, is her readiness to just apply her training, whether it's theater, music, acting, to whatever format is current or available. Reality TV, prestige streaming, voice work, game shows.
She adapts, but she uses everything she's learned along the way.
Exactly. She leverages all of it. The stage presence, the songwriting, the character work. It ensures she's always working, always visible, often in really unexpected ways.
She's like the ultimate entertainment Swiss Army knife, proving that being well-rounded isn't a weakness, it's maybe the key to lasting almost 30 years in this business. She's used everything from being a child actor back in '94 to those surprising reality TV runs to stay relevant and employed.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on. We see Tohn succeed as a character actress, but she also makes it to the Celebrity Jeopardy semifinals, beating Neil deGrasse Tyson, and she competed on American Idol. It's this blend of artistic talent and, well, intellectual capability.
Right.
So does her success, particularly something like the Jeopardy win, suggest that for performers today, being truly well-rounded now means you almost have to demonstrate competence outside your main creative field? Do you need to show up on game shows or host things to prove you're more than just an actor or a musician to really solidify your place as a modern, multifaceted celebrity? Something to think about next time you see a familiar face in a very unfamiliar setting.